Welcome to our channel, the portal to a world where every frame tells a story, and every review opens a door to cinematic wonders. Get ready to immerse yourself in the captivating universe of films, where a passionate team of cinephiles will guide you through a myriad of emotions, from laughter to tears, as we uncover the magic that makes movies unforgettable. Today we are going to watch a video about the most popular anime of all time, Attack on Titan, Final Season, Part 4 Review and Ending Explained. Final Season, Season 4, begins with Armin asking Eren in what way he is free. They attack but realize that the Beast Titan is an empty husk and Zeke is hidden somewhere else. Armin is ready to blow Eren's skeletal Titan body apart but is suddenly eaten up by a Titan controlled by Ymir. Why do the scouts' plan change? Armin is taken to the back of the skeleton with several Titans blocking the path. The scouts realize that they are all past generations of old pure Titans like Porco resurrected by Ymir to form an army. Pieck breaks away from their mission and plants bombs on Eren's neck. However, a Titan stabs her before she can detonate them. Meanwhile, Armin feels hopeless as he figures that the attack against them is not by Eren but the invincible Ymir. He sees Bertholdt crying as his Titan bites off Reiner's head. Jean barely saves Reiner, who says to let go so he can transform one last time. Jean teases him that for an armored Titan, he gets smashed up a lot. Elsewhere, Levi saves Connie but hurts his leg. A determined Mikasa tries to save everyone alone but a winged Titan shows up behind her and grabs the scouts. Turns out, the Titan is Falco, who has arrived with Annie and Gabby as they refuse to stay on the sidelines. Annie jokes that Mikasa's friends are always getting captured. Levi comes up with a new plan. One group rescues Armin as they need the colossal Titan's explosion. The other group attacks Eren. Connie and Jean agree and say while they don't want to give up on Eren, they cannot win if they hold back even if it means killing him. Annie gauges a distraught Mikasa's feelings and tells her to focus on Armin. Is there a standoff between the Eldians and Marlians? Meanwhile, the plane crashes at Fort Salta and the Eldians rescue an unresponsive Anyankapan. The Marlians suddenly pull out their guns as Leonhardt asks for supplies to save Anyankapan. Muller then shows up with a gun. Are the scouts able to execute their plan? Pieck escapes as a human and transforms again. She saves Jean, who is trying to get to the detonator. The Jaw Titan destroys her Titan but she keeps transforming again and again to escape and attack. Reiner, who is supposed to provide cover, is almost down while raging at Ymir for using Bertholdt as a puppet. Falco, Levi, Gabby, Mikasa, Annie and Connie reach the tailbone. With the girls bickering over what type of Titan has Armin, it's an Okapi. Gabby wants to help with the rifle but Levi stops her. He wants to fight Zeke too but knows with his injured leg he will fail. He thinks about how he always followed Erwin's order but this last one to take down Zeke is where he will fail. The Okapi escapes to the neck and Annie's Titan throws Mikasa in its direction. She almost takes down all the Titans in her way but breaks her blades and falls. Annie saves her and Connie says they have to stay together as they are surrounded. How do Armin and Zeke turn the tide? The rest of the world all pray and try to escape the millions of wall Titans. As many fall off a cliff, they try to save a baby by passing it away from the edge, only for the infant to head towards the wall Titans. Armin tries to get his body to move but is unable. He touches sand and realizes he is not dead but in the paths. He spots Zeke, who points out that they have been eaten by Ymir. Zeke thinks that there is no escape but Armin doesn't give up. He sees a leaf and recalls his memories with Eren and Mikasa. For Zeke, it turns into a ball as his precious memory is playing catch with his mentor, Tom. They suddenly see the other generations of pure Titans like Tom, Marcel, Porco, Grisha, Eren Kruger and Ymir, the Eldian. Outside, the scouts are down and surrounded. At that moment, Bertholdt saves Annie, and Porco and Marcel save Jean and Pieck. Levi and Gabby shoot the Okapi, while Mikasa cuts its jaws allowing Annie to catch Armin. Zeke too pops up from one of the bones and taunts Levi. They are all confused by the pure Titans taking their side and Armin explains what happened. All Eldians are connected in the paths. He and Zeke took advantage of it and woke up all the past pure Titans, asking for their help. As Zeke enjoys the breeze, Levi beheads him, stopping the rumbling. Why do the scouts think they have won? Jean reaches Aaron's neck and detonates the bombs. The head falls and the skeleton, which turns into a glowing centipede, tries to connect with the head, but Reiner stops it. The scouts escape on Falco as Armin thanks the pure Titans and transforms, causing an explosion. Armin and Reiner pop up unscathed while the rest of the scouts reach Fort Salta. Falco and Gabby reunite with their parents. Muller helps Leonhardt and stops the Marlians from killing the Eldians. Reiner's mom tells Annie and she runs toward Leonhardt, her father, but their victory is cut short as Aaron transforms into a Titan again and heads towards the centipede, which is the life source anomaly that gives Ymir power. They conclude that to end it for good, they need to kill Aaron as Mikasa cries. Why do the non-Titan scouts stop fighting? The centipede emits a vapor and everyone has a horrifying realization: it is the same vapor that turns all of Ymir's descendants into Titans. Only Ackermans, Marlians and pure Titans are immune, which has Levi ordering Falco to take him, Peek and Mikasa to the skies. Jean and Connie stand side by side joking as to why they decided to join the Survey Corps before all of them turn into Titans, including Annie's father and Gabby. Reiner holds off the centipede as Armin attacks Aaron. The newly turned Titans attack Reiner, but Peek and Annie help him. Mikasa cries as Levi says it is up to them to stop Aaron. What is the meaning of Mikasa and Armin's dreams? Mikasa spirals and suddenly she is in a hut with Aaron telling her to wake up. He says it has been 2 months after the Marley War. They are in hiding and he hopes they can live his last 4 years in peace. She hugs him and he tells her to throw the scarf after he dies. He asks her to forget him and live for a long time. Back in the real world, Mikasa ties the scarf and says she cannot do what he asks. She realizes that he is in the mouth and Levi clears the way despite his injured leg. She enters the Titan's mouth and beheads Aaron. Back in her dream, she says she will see him later and kisses him as Ymir watches. As for Armin's dream, he scolds Aaron for pushing them away and wonders what his real motives have been all this while. Turns out, Aaron wants to make the Parody Scouts heroes for saving all of humanity so that Marley and the rest of the world don't target them. He also explains Ymir's motives: she stayed loyal to King Fritz even after he took her tongue and killed her family because she was in love with him. She has been suffering for 2,000 years and only Mikasa can save her. Aaron also reveals that since he can see the past and future, he tried to change the outcome, but no matter what, the future has been the same, such as him sending the Smiling Titan to kill his mom to save Berthold. He hopes they can all forget him and move on, but Armin suddenly punches him. They bicker and Aaron breaks down as he reveals he doesn't want to die or leave them. However, the rumbling will kill 80% of humanity. This way, the rest of civilization will drop to the same level as Parody and no one will be able to enact revenge. Armin cries angry tears as Aaron says it is his fault that Sasha and Hang died. Armin suddenly says that he is at fault too. He put the idea of a free unoccupied world in Aaron's head. Armin says they will suffer together in hell and hug. As they separate, Aaron says he will erase Armin's memories but he will remember when it is time. Turns out this conversation had taken place when Armin was on the ship with Annie. Similarly, Mikasa's dream was also a conversation they had in the paths which Aaron erased. Does Aaron die? It cuts back to the aftermath and Armin remembers the conversation with Aaron. He sees Mikasa holding Aaron's head and starts crying on seeing his dead friend. Mikasa realizes that Aaron would often visit them. They realize that the outcome Ymir predicted is Mikasa erasing the power of Titans from the world. It cuts to Reiner, Jean, Connie and Gabby again turning human. They all realize that Aaron had told them this before erasing their memories, like him telling Connie that his mother would turn human again. He had also told Annie he hopes that the pure Titans will live a long life and her father finally hugs her. What happens in the aftermath? Jean and Connie see Sasha's illusion and tear up. A heavily injured Levi sees his dead comrades and greets them. Reiner reunites with his mother who is glad that he is not a Titan anymore. However, Muller and the Marlians confront the Eldians, wanting proof that they are not Titans anymore. Armin reasons that if they were Titans, they would have attacked the Marleyans already on being threatened, and he has credibility as he is the one who killed Eren. As Mikasa quietly sneaks off to bury Eren, she realizes Ymir was the one who used to peek into her head. She tells her to rest in peace and Ymir vanishes. Does Eren's dream come true? Historia's child celebrates her birthday, and 3 years have passed. Eldia has formed an army of Jaegerists out of fear that the outside world may want revenge. Eren had confided in Historia that the conflict would never die down, and she confesses it to the scouts who are Marley's ambassadors for peace negotiations. Reiner fawns over Historia's letter while Jean is fixated on his hair. Annie is worried that Eldia may be angry at them for betraying them. However, Armin is confident that they won't be killed, as everyone will be curious to know what went down. Levi has retired and looks after the refugee kids while Onyankopon helps him. As the scouts arrive in Paradis, Mikasa waits for them by Eren's tombstone. He is buried under the tree on the hill. A bird suddenly fixes her scarf and she thanks it, calling it Eren. In the epilogue, over the years, they visit Eren's tombstone. Mikasa dies of old age. The island modernizes. There is war and a bomb blast destroys everything including the tree. Years later, a kid and a dog find a new tree in that same spot. Thank you for watching the full video. Join us for epic tales, intimate dramas, and thought-provoking masterpieces that resonate with our souls. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, so you never miss an opportunity to dive into the captivating world of cinema.